Hey guys, we are back on our V4 race build today, and this bike needs some serious work. Today is all about losing some weight. But before that, we're going to talk about design. Now, I've got around about 13 designs. We had Car Design, K-A-R Design, just amazingly famous on Instagram. He's come up with the designs for this build. I'm super happy with what he's produced. So grab yourself a coffee. We're going to have a look at some of the designs now. I'll give you links to my social media where you can go and vote on those designs. You've got to have your votes in by the 20th of May. That's only 4 days from now. So get voting. I hope you like them. So we started with a brief. I basically emailed Car a list of images that I liked, like Ferraris, Porsches, a whole bunch of previous superbikes that have been built in the past. And he came up with a series of 13 designs, which I think are awesome. And these are a clear step up from what I actually thought was pretty good designs myself of the last V2 that we built. If you haven't seen it, this is the bike that I'm talking about. Anyway, let's have a look. So I'll start going through them from A all the way to M, and I'll just point out a few things that I really like the most, and you can go back and have a look. But B, I really like how it's got the split color in the wing, the red and the black in the wing, and then it's got those red accents throughout the bike. I don't know how I'd make the calipers red though. I mean, I've done that in the past, but it's not an easy job. Another one I really like is G, just the red on black with the white. I think it's cool, but I don't know if it stands out enough. F has got a lot of votes already on the socials, and maybe that's because of the hyper color of the wheels, I'm not sure. It's also got a vertical pattern in the sponsors stickers down the bottom of the fairing, so I think that looks pretty cool. And the rear tail section is a completely unique color, like a complete standout color. If I had to pick a favorite, I would pick either maybe C or M would be probably, either C or M would be my favorite, with B coming in a close third, maybe even tie for second. But again, it doesn't really matter what I think, guys. This is up to you. So make sure you get your votes in. So once again, let me know what you think. Drop a comment below, jump on one of my social channels and leave your thoughts on your most favorite design. We're gonna strip this front end down. We're gonna weigh everything we take off. We're gonna cost it up so we can see what it's worth to sell, so we can recoup those monies and use it to purchase performance parts for this beast. Being super careful with this front light unit because it's all in one piece, even though the bike was crashed. This piece here alone, have a guess what the cost is. We'll do a price check. The only one I could find on eBay was over $1,000. I think it's $1,100 Australian plus postage. So this is worth a lot of money. And $1,000 would pay for quite a few performance parts. Okay, next up we're going to take this off, and this is actually the front frame. It's pretty heavy. I think it's made of magnesium, so it's supposed to be light, but it's still quite heavy. And the cheapest one of these I can find at the moment is $520 odd Australian, plus around about $200 or $300 in shipping. So those two things alone will probably pay for one of our wheels or half of our suspension kit. Like, it's insane how much these things will go for and recoup. out. Oh, you would not believe it. But it's broken. It's, I don't know if you can see that. That's actually the nut, and there's a tiny little bit of the actual front stay on it. And you can see where it's taken a hit just there, and it's actually smashed it off. So that's actually broken. So I was counting on selling that for about $500. No way I can sell it now. So, damn. We still haven't registered at 2.5 kilo yet, so I'll just check. Oh no, we are. We're at 3.7 kilo. So 3.7 kilo is how much we've taken off the bike so far, just in the front. That's a fair bit. So 3.7 kilo, what's that in pounds? Okay, 3.7 is 8.51. I don't know if you can see that. 8.51 in pounds. That's significant. So we've taken a fair bit of weight out of the front of the bike already, because I can tell you now that the race front that's going on this bike is pretty lightweight. Like, it's lightweight alloy. I wouldn't be surprised if we save probably 5 or 6 pounds total off the front of this bike straight away. That's a bloody good win. Happy with that. Okay, so check this out. This is our Moto holders, front racing mount and air intake. So I think that goes like that. We put the dash on there, and then we're off. But first, let's weigh this, because this weighs next to nothing. So you're gonna find this funny. It's not even gonna register the weight on this because it's got a minimum weight of 2.5 kilo. So I've had to resort to my tiny little kitchen scales that I use for measuring paint, because these start at like 0 grams. So let's grab it. This is all our stuff we've taken off, including that heavy magnesium front. Here's our new DB holders front. Let's put it on. We're currently reading 0. We'll try and get that to balance. 378 grams. Plus, we're gonna get this to balance on top of it somehow. There we go. 486 grams. So less than half a kilo. Now let's actually weigh, so less than half a kilo, 486 grams. That is nothing. Let's now weigh the dash, just so we know what the dash weighs. The dash weighs 398 grams, so let's say 400 grams. Wow, we're super light, under a kilo. That's 2.2 pounds against 8.7 pounds. So that's a 5.5 pound saving just off the front of this bike. That is intense. So you can't tell me that won't make a difference when you're turning into corners going, 150 k's an hour. That is massive, and that's just one saving off the front of the bike. Anyway, let's actually get it installed. Okay, so I'm missing a couple of little nuts just for the back of the dash here, but that's cool. I'll grab some of those on the weekend. And then I'm just gonna figure out what to do with some of these. So I've got to tie them up so they don't get in the way and flop about and make noise when you're racing. So I'll probably just zip tie them up to the main frame here. But then here we go, look at that. So much cleaner, just gets rid of so much weight off the front end. So I couldn't be happier. Now, I do have another small surprise. Actually, it's a freaking huge surprise. Why don't I show you that now? Okay, in this huge box here, again, another massive delivery from Profiber in, pretty sure it's from Romania. I could be wrong, but we have got a lot of parts. And I think this one is what I'm after. I'll just lift that out. Oh, it is. Yes, baby, it is. Look at that. We've got a race front end. And what are those? They're winglet inserts. Yeah, you guessed it. We're getting wings, baby. So I'm not sure I'll actually get this fitted, but I just wanted to show you that we've got it. It's gonna sit like that. Okay, this is looking good already. So it's actually got some little points just here where you need to drill. The same as the 959 fairing that we just did. Same company. It's already got the points marked out where you need to drill your holes for various points. Now you can see that the front of that fits nice and neatly up into the actual air ducts that we've got. So we're going to do a couple little drill holes there. Drill hole here for the screen, which we've also bought. We're going to drill 2 holes to mount the wings, which should be arriving any day now. And then a whole bunch of holes along the side here to mount the main side fairing. So we're going to do a whole episode on mounting the fairing because it's not an easy job. Like, just trying to line it up is just a nightmare. Like, just when you think you've got it, something moves and then you've got to drill a hole again, and you don't want to be doing things twice. You don't want to be drilling multiple holes in an expensive fairing, so you want to get it right the first time. We're not going to rush it. We're going to do this in a separate episode, but damn, that looks smoking. Starting to look like a bike again. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. This has got to be my favorite build so far out of all the builds I've done. And I think it's because I'm really connected to this bike. Like, this was a present to myself for my 40th birthday. And after wrecking it, it sort of opened another door where I went, you know what? I wanted to build a Wrecked V4 anyway. So, you know, this is the bike that I will be keeping. I'll be selling everything else. And yeah, we might as well make it special, not just for me, but for you guys that are watching. So it's worthwhile actually tuning in when I release episodes. And yeah, I couldn't thank you guys enough for your support. Keep it coming, like, subscribe, you know the drill. Stay safe until next time.